Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing good. I'm having an okay day, not bad. Um, I put some YouTube videos that I had done on wards of the state and one of my other ones on some of these pages in the comments of the governor and the senator, and sent one privately again. And it's like, because of the fact, and this is a fact, what happened on Epstein's Island, everybody's focusing on when there's far more children every day that are wards of the state that need help from the people in the world. And I know that. So um, I'll just title my video something pertaining to that, and then just talk about whatever's going on today. I don't know. Not much. I got a cup of coffee. Excuse me. Cheers. Yeah. Not a bad day here. It's warm and breezy, not hot, just nice. So that's cool. Little bit of wind, but not too bad. So yeah, I was on a Robin's Hood live stream. That was pretty nice. Saw a couple people from like 5 years ago or so. He was doing a tour of downtown Philadelphia, USA for so yeah, it was nice. And talking, just shooting the breeze. Finding out in the room who's naughty and who's nice, that type of thing. So yeah, they're always fun until if there's a dark vibe in there, I might try to combat it a little bit, but it's like if there's another one, I think I'm gonna let it go and let him feel what it's like without Miss Sunshine in the room, and then they can take it from there. Because I'm not gonna let them draw that dark and direct that through the electronics on me. I've had that happen a lot. It's like, I'm out of here, you know, till next time. Oh, this hand, right? I do not know. No, I had a cigarette in my other hand, but I'm not a soldier or anything anyway, just a warrior. Proud to be. For the right causes. Excuse me a minute. That's important. Yeah. Made a hamburger hot dish with mixed vegetables and cream of mushroom last night. Threw it in the oven and had some salad with it and called it good. And it was. So I'm going to have some tonight too. I won't have to cook tonight then. So that's nice. So I just kind of kicking around this morning. Not doing too much. Cleaned up, swept a little bit, and watched four feral kittens that are 2 months old playing. And I'll try and get a video of them. They're cute. So for the kitty lovers out there. Yeah. And the mommy cat that was injured that I brought in, um, she was able to watch her grandchildren out my window. So if I do get cut off, I've deep cleaned this, but I love you all. Thank you for joining me. But I'll stick around if that happens. I'm going to let it go because I kind of have like a sinus irritation today, and I took a allergy pill last night, and that thing just made me feel like ugh, so um yeah, anyway. But so that's kind of, what I mean, that look on my face I have right now is just like right here. I just kind of have a stuffy feeling. So it's probably the breeze. I mean, I can see things. I'm sure everything's pollinating out there and, all kinds of flowers. And so, yeah. And I have allergies. That's just the way it goes. So that's my looking like I didn't sleep. Yeah, that look too. So not much. Enough. I got to still do my exercises today. I was going to say, who wants to wager? Do I do them or don't I do them? I'm even wagering against myself. I'm sure I'm going to do some. I've been cutting them down to like 30 push-ups I did yesterday, 30 squats, 30 leg extensions in different ways on each leg and some things like that and some stretches. And because I was into them 100 a day things for 2 months straight, different with my push-ups and squats for 30 days each, 100 a day. That was a little wicked, but it was okay. It got me going again. I feel alive. No, no, it does help. So, but yeah, so I don't know how much I'll do or if I will, but I'm thinking I will. You know, I think I'll know if my body says take a break for a day. I did last week and I thought I was going to do like every other day, but I didn't feel good. I felt better if I did some just a little every day. So I don't know. Just for me, that's how it's been working pretty good. Better put my coffee down. I'm like, yeah. That's enough caffeine. probably getting close. It's oh, I had 2 cups this morning, so and I poured about a half one here, so I had about 2 1/4 cups. Well, maybe closer to 3 cups today. I cut down a lot. I used to drink 2 or 3 pots a day, depending on what I was doing in my life. It's just like, and eating right and working hard, and you know, that's the only thing I did wrong. So, no, not true. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so I am really looking forward to a lot of things kind of changing in this world. It seems a lot of people, I mean, everywhere, we're all thinking there's better ways to do things than what we've just been told because, and that's going to be the major outline of my next video. And what I'm talking about, the depth of the whole thing is how dare anybody tell somebody else what they can do on this planet? Who the do you think you are? For real. Really, honestly, right down to the core of the whole situation. Get up off it, you know? Really. So that's just how I feel. What the hell? I don't care. If people want to patronize people and pay allegiance to another human being, have at it. If that's your thing, go for it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with admiring or respecting another human being's abilities to lead somebody or even work with other people as a group or anything. That's a pretty cool thing. But People that can actually work together for 4 decades or more and can't accomplish anything together because they're warring within themselves and they're all related. It's like, what? And you want me to pay you to watch the show? I don't like this show, you know? I'm gonna like make my own show or find friends that have a good show that I want to watch, because I'm surely sick of the antics of the people that say they're leading other people in the world. I don't like the way I'm being led, and I don't get led. I break horses, I lead horses. Nobody leads me. I'm a human being. So a lot of things are going to change in this world. And that attitude I just had on whoever thinks that they do lead me, I'd rather die than put up with anybody's shit. And I'd rather die than lie. I would rather lose my soul than be a lying sack of shit on this planet. That's a fact. And if people can say the same thing, then you can maybe make a law and I'll obey it. Yes, lead me then. Get that good and then tell me what to do. Okay, I'm all in. But when there's things going on in the world that are going to literally restrict people's ability to function as we are made as human beings and have pushed down our throats. Oh, here's a good story. I do not remember it, but I will have it. If you want the link, let me know in the comments. And I'll go from yesterday and get the link on the program that I was watching. These two gentlemen, both like media analysts and that type of thing, were talking, and the one man was gay. And he has an issue with being all balled up with all the rest of the letters they have in the whole situation because he knows like you're like one thing or the other or maybe both, but there's like and trans and gay to him that you know um anybody ever been to the gym lately? um a lot of gay men are like more masculine. There's a lot more femininity in your average Joe nowadays a lot of the times, so like transforming yourself into a woman and looking less than a man is not like transforming yourself from something. It's plain pretend. Even this guy, he's like did not want to be all balled up in the whole same thing, and I can relate. Lesbian, gay, or bi, it's like pretty simple there. No matter what way you want to swing and put your additions and subtractions and divisions and however you want to swing it. Women have more X chromosomes. It's the chromosomes, baby. And only women menstruate. Last time I checked, unless you'd like me to poke a hole in you down there, I might be able to oblige you. I did pretty good surgically removing some fatty tissue off a frog's stomach, sewing him back up, and he lived the longest of any of our frogs in our biology class. Yeah. So, I mean, I might be able to help y'all out if you want some. I mean, I can't guarantee it. I'd have to make it look like an accident because I don't have a medical license. But I do have a minister license. Aren't I a nice one? Yeah. Well, this is my church. Welcome to it. In my church, you can have a beer or a cigarette or a cup of coffee or, pretty much anything except be rude, not wash hands. you know, that type of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I always did dream, well, not anymore, much anymore, but kind of, sort of, but not on my property. But I used to think down at the end of my property, I wanted like a little chapel that homeless people could come in and just have a shower and like a couple cots and pew and blankets, tables, some food and water and stuff people would need, couple books and light, heat, that type of thing was just a dream of mine for the wayward soul. you know, little bit of money up in there, say take what you need, food and money, whatever, sweater, you know what I'm saying? Just a little somewhere, someplace type of thing. Because I believe in every city on this planet, in every town, should have a public facility for people to be able to take a shower and do their daily business and take care of their hygiene. That's a really important thing. Yeah. And Robin's Hood, he had mentioned a few years back, and that's on the same wavelength, that it would even be cool to have like washing machines and dryers that the people in the world could pay for their communities to have all these things, excuse me, like every so often in a city or whatever, that type of thing. So, and it's all possible, you know. And then people could get together. Like another one of my dreams is just like make something like a sandwich that's not too perishable, you know. Um, Maybe beef and cheese and peanut butter and jellies and peanut butter honey and some fruit or something and juices or water and go down to like homeless. And or I saw like this little girl in Minneapolis got together and just made a whole bunch of bags of um like 2-gallon bags full of hygiene stuff for men and hygiene stuff for women and like a pair of gloves or something in there. It was like getting colder out. What a thoughtful little girl, you know. She went out and she gathered money and made all these little bags of goodies for people that didn't have money to buy those type of things. That's beautiful, you know. So, and we all can do a little bit everywhere. And I'm sure if you're listening to me, you probably have and do. Or the demands on your personal life and soul has been extreme, is how I know a lot of you are. So, yeah. But those are just some of my aspirations in life, you know. It's nothing new me thinking like this. I used to go and talk to the elderly and play bingo with them and read to them on my way home from church. I'm not just saying that, I actually really did. In my campfire girls, we used to go and sing for them and things. And then I just started doing it on my own. It was called Queens, because it was right off Avenue, Queens Avenue, nursing home. And sometimes I'd ride my bike, and because when my family stopped going to church with me, I kept going, you know. So I sang in the choir and I would clean the church, and I was confirmed there. I spent 3 years studying and then got confirmed, you know, and belonged to a junior Luther League, and then moved before I would have been in the senior one. But for like the junior one, we all got together and made money and went down to the Houston Astrodome and saw Billy Graham and Johnny Cash and the June Carter Cash singers. And then, like for my campfire girls, I used to sell candy on my paper route. So I'd make my paper route money and selling my candy money so I could go to camp and stuff like that. So I don't know, when I put my mind to something, I really make things happen. But people gotta, you actually have to, first you have the idea, then you make a plan of how you're gonna implement it and what you're gonna do first, and then you have to follow through. And if the first thing doesn't work, you have to move on to the next one without feeling defeated. Just make a new plan, stand, and you know, a new way to maybe approach the situation, or it might even turn into something else that kind of gathers together. That's what sort of happens to me a lot, you know. I got on here initially looking for a man of God type of guy to be a friend for Doug. So there would be a guy talking on the same wavelength that I was in his life, that he didn't really have that type of thing in his life that I wanted him to see. So I was searching all these ministers and people here and there, and people had mentioned a name, or I'd see someplace, and there's like hardly anywhere I didn't search. And the only place that Doug really got along was this place called Tim Daly, or Matu Yahoo, or some of you might know who I mean, Matty Yahoo, um, Yahoo, Yoho, Yoo-hoo, anybody home? Doug and him got along pretty good, but yeah, on a live stream. Because I told him, come on, like over there. I tried to get him to go on Robin's Hood, but he wouldn't, because, for one thing, he really got mad at SJD, because they are of the same bloodline, and they are like, they're narcissists. That's how they roll, you know. So I told SJD he wanted to do a live stream, or a FaceTime type of thing. I'm like, yeah, you and me and Doug can do that on Sunday. And then, well, he didn't want to talk no more. And he didn't want me to send him a care package, but he wanted me to send him money through PayPal. I don't have a PayPal, but I had $40 at the time I had been saving, and I would have sent a hungry soul some food, but he was such a just the whole uh and then asking women that work hard for money like that, and not only have some of them had babies or injuries or even heart problems themselves, no qualms about it whatsoever. But instead of approaching it like, yeah, like healthcare stuff and some food and different really cool items, I was going to send some really cool shit too. And Doug was like, yeah, do what you want. And then he's like, when he found out really the mouth on the creature, he's like, yeah, fuck it. And he went off, and then he started sort of like attacking Robin and SJD. And it's like, but the thing is, with everybody's ego concerned, uh, nobody believes that I really have that much faith in God in my heart. So to me, it looks like a game on everybody's level. It's like, y'all make me sick then. But anyway, not really. I mean, I trust some people, but like if you're watching me, yeah. But even like today, what happened? There was like a dark sense on that live stream that was trying to suck the happiness out of anybody's day. And it's like, well, if you know what I'm saying, like you'll feel a darkness in the room on a live stream, you know, and then you just have to pinpoint who. Well, this is harder to pinpoint the who, because of the multitude of the who, you know. So, and the cunning ways of it all, you know. So, like I told Robin, the only reason nobody, I mean, yeah, I test people, but we would have never even had like any kind of um ill feeling, never. That didn't happen. We've never blocked each other, but we wouldn't even had kind of like any kind of level disagreement if there hadn't have been witchcraft and dark directed energies in that situation. And there's a couple people, younger gentlemen that do work. I'm not gonna name your name, but you know what I mean. That we know people from the past tried to do that to us too because we're a part of the team of that good stuff. And they'll always try and come in after whoever you and that other person are associating under that the spirit of God. They'll try and come in and they can mimic and they can do it together. It does. The more they have working together, like even in a live stream or out in your life, but they can work together as an energy and try and project and portray feelings. Um, and electronics for them makes it easier. In public with me or anybody would be impossible, but not in person is it? And especially like if everybody's talking and you might miss like a comment or something, and yeah, but I didn't miss anything. I don't miss a thing, you know. I sent around a post somebody thought was in poor taste, but they don't know, and I don't give a shit. When I've had the dark cabal murder my child, a baby, and then I have this person come in. Okay, well, I sent around a post. It was about Princess Di, and um, it doesn't matter who your bloodline. You're probably a princess anyway. So, but I admired her. I loved her. I loved her character in life, and but I loved the post, and it said there was this girl in a car with this guy, and a crashed car that looked like the crash of Princess Di's. And it said, the girl goes, I want to feel like a princess. And he said to her, um, oh, what did it say now? Punchline, punchline, just a minute. Um, oh, something like your wish is my commander, oh, I have to look it up. Hang on there. I can't leave you hanging on the punchline. I'll find it quickly because I got her riled up, but you know, she said, and other people thought it was heartless or whatever too, and that's not true because the other person that we were talking on there about has lost everybody in her life just about, except for one brother of hers. So, let me see if I can find it. Maybe not. Just give me one more minute to pull it up or not. Um, one more minute. I'll try. It doesn't look like I'm finding it. Maybe that's. Well, anyway, it's like your wish is my command or something like that. Or yeah, yeah, something like that. And it showed a crash car. I want to feel like a princess. That's about how life is nowadays. So Linda and I we're like cracking up about that shit. It's like, yeah. She wants to move back to Pennsylvania because where she's living, she's like just around kind of like the trailer park attitude. I'm like, oh, I hear she's a farm girl. It's got to be killing her, you know? So, yeah, it is horrible. She goes to like parks and she went and saw some water, but she misses like waterfalls and all those type of things, you know. But anyway, this woman that had come against me, she's uh bisexual, and I've kept her as a friend. She was a friend of Doug's, and she was like thinking I had something she didn't. Hey, I told people, you want that? I don't care. Pay me for half my house, you know. I don't care. If that's what's meant to happen in my life, I could fucking care less. I move on no matter where I am. You know, my heart I'll be taken care of by God. My life will be just fine no matter what happens, second by second. So I could care less. I'm always happy like that, you know. Sure, um, things are sad. It can be sad, but you can be happy at the same time, you know. I told somebody going through a divorce, you know, that went and got his teeth done, and well, now you can smile while you're crying, you know, smile pretty while you're crying, you know. And I meant it. I know what it's like. It's not a nice feeling. It's a death in the family, so to speak, or a death of a union, you know. And you do feel the ramifications in every way. So, anyway, that's about all that's going on in my day. I thank you all for joining me. If and when I hear anything going on, or if we hear something in the news that's going to change how they treat wards of the state in every country in the world, we have a right to speak on that on behalf of all of us and our future. So I thank you again for joining me, and peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.